like I remember like I remember this from like jokes from even from like watching like old George Carlin bits.
Yeah.
You know, like but then you like remember the names of like your parents ever told you the place they hung out?
Dude, my parents.
2001 Space Odyssey. That was in like the place from fucking Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
My parents hung out at that spot.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like,
no. My parents, fucking, like, we're a dive bar family. My parents first,
you don't say with that mustache.
Yeah, my parents' first date was Shellback Tavern in Manhattan Beach.
Shellback Tavern?
Yeah, have you been?
No. I don't know you're an LA guy.
I was born in
Philly guy, right?
Yeah, well, born in LA, raised in Philly. I mean, I'm not an LA guy. I'm not.
Well, that explains the tap dancing thing.
Yeah, dude, every time I'm here, you bring it up. I was like not bored, but I was like, I need hobbies. So I took musical improv at UCB.
Musical improv.
Dude, it was so fun.
Did you have to bring a guitar or did they give you one?
No, they have a keyboardist and like you would just make up musicals. It's like improv, but you make up musicals.
It's like whose line is it anyway? That kind of shit?
Yeah, basically that and like the way they would do it.
Nice.
And somebody did a bit about like, they were like, I don't know, it was something like Irish dancing and I was watching that and I was like, damn, dude, I want to take tap again. And so looked up classes. I'm like looking up classes to take.
Well, the thing about the tap, Tommy, was it wasn't that like, look, I'm obviously got my 40s from the East Coast, so dancing is just gay, right?
Yeah, I know.
But my stupid mind, but or at least as I was told growing up, but like for a man to do that. But no, it's not the dancing. It's like that's fine. Yeah. But the fact that you chose tap dancing, like it's so old. Like my grandmother does tap dancing in like a nursing home,
dude. It's awesome.
And my grandma's not in a nursing home, but that's the kind of thing.
No, I get that. Yeah. I was it's because like my favorite like actor of all time is Gene Kelly. Like I literally got drunk last night, went home and watched Gene Kelly on YouTube. I was just watching his like best of. Dude, I just like love.
Who put you on to Gene Kelly?
Dude, I don't know. I think it was
what creepy uncle?
No creepy uncle. No, my dad's dad, and my grandfather and my dad, like their favorite movies was like Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
Oh, like my grandfather. So and then
I watched just a whole line of homosexuality.
Yeah, and then my mom was a big theater person.
Going way back to the Mayflower, the Mitchells were smoking poles.
Yeah, bro. My mom. I remember as a kid, dude, my mom would take me to like the local high school theater shows.
Okay.
Before I was ever doing sports, like so, I was like into musicals at like a young age.
Can you sing? Like dude, are you playing an instrument? Because if you're into musicals, I mean, obviously you're doing the tap dancing, but you don't know how to tap dance because you wouldn't take the classes.
Yeah, no.
But like, what's your best skill in the music in the musical theater world that you can actually do?
I can sing kind of well, but I choose to sing like an idiot, like. Legit, like
what, like a karaoke thing?
No, yeah, like karaoke. Like I'll do like emo songs and just do like whiny, raspy voice. But like I did do karaoke one time, and where'd we go? We were at Jones on Santa Monica, and across the street they had like karaoke or whatever. We went, and like I was just like with a bunch of random people I didn't know, so I was going all out and just having fun. And they were like, "Holy shit, you can actually sing!" And I was like, "Yeah, I can. I just choose not to." I choose to do it. I choose to do it badly because it's funnier. Nobody wants to see a good karaoke singer.
Well, sometimes it's like if they really
chicks, a dude. I'm like, get out of here, you fucking dork. Like no guy should be singing well.
Yeah,
legit. Like
it's not the tap dancing Tommy.
No, yeah,
it's that guy who could sing well at karaoke.
My favorite,
total homo,
dude. My favorite. There's a guy on TikTok that just goes to karaoke bars and sings emo songs, and it is so funny. This dude is like belting his heart out, and like I'm like, oh, this guy's the man.
I mean, one of my favorite tracks is Careless Whisper. So if some guy just chose that at karaoke and belted out a good version of Careless Whisper, like that guy's fucking my hero.
We're rolling if you want to introduce this dancing queen.
Oh shit!
I said we're rolling if you want to introduce this dancing queen.
Oh yeah,
we're bullshit.
All right, guys, we are back. We're back with tap dancing Tommy Mitchell.
Yes.
So welcome back, Tommy. We got right into it. He always brings it up. You blame me for this shit.
No, I do.
But you always bring up musical theater when you're on the show.
I do. It's because I fucking love it. It's so funny. It's like because of what you said earlier, where it was like that.
Yeah, like who do you like? You have like buddies that you do this stuff with?
Fuck no, dude. I go by myself.
I was going to say, like,
dude,
it seems like a very a personal.
It is
personal hobby,
dude. I was driving in Sherman Oaks or wherever, and I saw one of the local high schools, Notre Dame's, doing Oklahoma, and I was like, oh, I got to go see that. Like, I'll just go to a high school production because I'm like, that's awesome.
Tommy.
Dude, just take like an edible or mushroom.
You're on the wrong side of 25 to be showing up you're on the wrong side of 18 to be showing up at a high school event.
Hey, kid, I think you got real potential out there, buddy. I think you could be a big star, kid. That's me. I'm going there being like, I'm going to discover the next Gene Kelly.
Because you're not like a parent or like one of the students.
They're like, what the fuck?
Like you just walk up, hey, can I buy general admission? They're like, no.
They're like, get out of here, dude.
No, it's a recital for the parents. Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
I love it, dude. No, like none of them.
Like you rock up to a window, like, hey, can I get one for general admission? Like, get the fuck out of here, you pervert.
I'm like, yeah, I love it. I'm a big fan of Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes. I know the music. Let me in. Let me in, baby. Oh, no, dude. None of my friends go. Because what you were saying, dude, it was like that thing. It's so weird. I was thinking about it. Literally, I was thinking about it today. How, like, as a kid, I would play, like in grade school, I would play football, and the theater productions were always in the fall, too. So I did both. And I remember, like, being at football practice, like, Coach, I got to leave. I have play practice right now. And they're like, oh, there's fucking gay kids here. And I'm going over to play.
Never going to make the team.
Then I'm going over to play practice, and I'm hanging out with a bunch of chicks, and I'm like, why am I gay? I was like, you guys are slapping each other's butts and touching, and I'm the gay one for hanging out with women. And then
and a couple of gay guys, you know, like
so the odds are even better.
The only straight guy.
The odds are even better.
Yeah, dude.
Because I remember
I've said that. I mean, we talked about that with Chappelle Lacey and Josh Nelson, like they were male cheerleaders, like fucking brilliant.
Dude,
you
it's smart.
It's like being a male nurse. You're just surrounded by whores.
Oh my god, this is the hottest chicks. I was like, why?
Not to say that all nurses are whores. You guys have a reputation.
My mom's a nurse. She might be a whore. No, my mom's sorry, mom.
No, reputation. I guess nurses have like a weird reputation on the internet. Dude, I don't know what. I mean, I guess to be fair, I have had sex with a lot of nurses, but that's just because the nursing profession has a lot of women.
It does, yeah.
So I don't know that like I've had my disproportionate share of relationships with nurses.
Dude, being a nurse like back in the day was a sick job because you could like rip cigs in the hospital. Can you imagine like
that's why?
Yeah, no, it's for real. Like just like you're in the hospital and someone's like dying and you're like, all right, well, so probably time to say goodbye. Like you tell the family that, and then you just go outside the hallway and you're just like, you can smoke in the hall.
Oh, I mean, dude, back in the, I've been rewatching Mad Men lately. And like the doctor would recommend cigarettes to you.
Yeah,
like, I really recommend you use these Lucky Strikes instead of those Salems.
Yeah,
it's like what? That's not a medical.
It's dude, it's so crazy. That was it. Like it's like the ads were like doctors approve Luckies. Yeah. It was. I saw
my doctor smokes Luckies. It's like what the fuck.
I saw not an article. It was like a post about when the guy who created Nathan's Hot Dogs in New York. He hired a bunch of people to dress up like doctors so people thought eating Nathan's hot dogs were healthier.
That's genius. There's a lot of great marketing stories like that.
Marketing schemes are the best. I studied marketing in college, and I was like, I loved it. I went to school for marketing because I thought life was like Mad Men. I was like, oh my God.
Well, you're not
I'm
wrong.
Drinking in the office, smoking cigarettes, having sex. Yeah, sign me up.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just a different. I mean smacking your own secretary on the ass.
Yeah,
telling her to hike up her skirt.
Yeah,
could you imagine?
What a time to be alive.
Hey, babe, do me a
and
favor.
We wonder why
wear a shorter skirt tomorrow.
And we wonder,
thanks. And then she would have to do that.
Yeah,
like that was. Could you imagine what? Man.
And we wonder why men have bad reputations.
Yeah, well, I mean, you give anybody unchecked power, and they're gonna start acting the fool like that.
I mean, dude, I would.
Think about it if the shoe were on the other foot, and it was a matriarchy for the last 2,000 years. I'm pretty sure women would have. It would have gotten dark.
If I had a hot boss,
people do the shitty things to each other because human beings are shitty.
Yeah,
we're flawed. So it's not like if women ran the world. It's like if women ran the world, we'd have different problems. They'd be just as gigantic.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those things.
Yeah, we'd have some of the same, some different ones that all be big problems.
Yeah, it's not one's better than the other. It's like we just are fucking dumbasses, and we're gonna fuck shit up no matter who's in charge.
Yeah, I wonder what that would be like. Like what if? What if there's only 3 male presidents in the world and 198 female presidents?
Well, dude, look at England. Yeah, they got ladies running that country, or they did. R.I.P.
Yeah, they're kicking down doors over tweets now.
Yeah,
dude.
Bullshit? What? No.
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, dude, you can get arrested in the UK for
what?
tweets, for inappropriate tweets and shit, for inappropriate social media posts. Could you imagine? I mean, I'd get life. Yeah. I'd never see the light of day again if that was a law in this country.
Well, nah, I don't know. Freedom of speech in this country is also bullshit now at this point.
You think so? Well, I mean, look,
to a degree. I mean, yeah, dude. To a degree.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot of self-censorship too, right? It's like pressure. You don't want
to say the wrong thing.
You don't want to say the wrong thing, but so there's and it's coming from both sides, from every angle, right? It's like, think about just talking politics is so annoying. People are like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, like people just don't. So you won't even bring up a topic that's important.
Yeah.
Because it's just too taxing and too like wrought with controversy. If you do, and someone's the wrong person in the room, and they get offended or something like that. You know, like so you just don't even talk about it. That's censorship. Like that's like a self censorship that we're now just to the point where like, I don't want to bother. You know, like I just want my coffee. I don't want to go. I don't want to get into this thing. You know, like I don't want to get into something. I'm just trying to live my life.
Yeah, I have this thing where I'm a dumb guy, so I don't talk politics. I don't know enough about shit. I'm like, I'll like, it's one. Like, I was like, as a kid, like, I was so like, I'm like, I legit am like, I'm not dumb. No, I'm dumb, but I would like make shit.
Average. There's nothing wrong with being average.
Yeah,
a lot of average people in the world, buddy.
And but it's like one of those things where it's just like you like hear people like spew shit, and you're just like, the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
and I don't want that. Like, I don't want somebody to be like, dude, Tom is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
They already say that, but I don't need them to say like, dude, his political takes are so wrong. And I'm like, I'm very much like, I don't know, I don't care. I'll talk about it with people.
Yeah,
but like
it's something like that. Like you can get labeled like an idiot, but then people are like, oh, he's like detached from it. And it's like, well, but like back in the day, dude, you used to be impolite.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't talk politics, religion, or your personal finances. Like, like those are like off the fucking table. You know,
I mean, I do think, but
in public, like you would never in sex, like those four, like you would never discuss those things.
Yeah, I will say though, like I do think like with what's happening now, I think it's good that people are like talking about it, and it's like, I mean, you got to be informed, but like, you know,
well, that's the big thing. We have internet's proven we have a lot of information, and people are still dumb as shit, dude.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an information problem; it's a people problem.
No, it's
you
like,
know,
but it's like
human beings cannot handle themselves.
No, I think you gotta educate yourself. You gotta read up on shit and like understand. Like that's kind of where you gotta go in like open-minded about things. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'm very much liberal and like, but like I don't agree with like this whole like administration and shit like that. It's just it like legit is like a scene out of a movie, which is crazy. It's like what's happening feels like you're in a movie, and
it just seems so implausible every day.
Yeah, it's crazy, and then you're just
and it
like
happens so fast. He's stacking them up.
Yeah,
you know, like, there's a lot of things going on.
Dude,
a lot of plates spinning.
Yeah, it is, and that's like I said to somebody, I was like, dude, it like just hit me that like this administration has only been in office for like less than 18 months.
Yeah.
It feels like 5 years.
Yeah, you got more administration than you have that you've been through. Like you have more of his presidency left than we've been through.
It's crazy, and also like it's like this whole thing has drove me so insane that I'm like reading conspiracies now, and I'm like,
yeah. Well, I mean that's the problem with information, right? Like, and the internet now, everyone like because they have access to information, they think experts are bullshit, right? When there are experts, right? Like, just because I can read about something doesn't mean I have read about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like somebody who spent 20 years learning about mechanical engineering, I'm not going to just, I could look that up on ChatGPT, so fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So now we're like throwing out experts, like, just because you can get the information yourself, that means the expert's irrelevant. It's like, that's not right. I mean, that person's
That's what I'm saying. It's
right?
like,
so like, you have to trust experts to some degree, but then also like, so we throw out like actual expertise, but now everyone's opinion is flat because we all have the same access to Instagram and TikTok and like so like I can make a TikTok as easy as the next jerk off. You know, like my tweet looks just like the president's tweet.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the form and function, and like obviously he gets a wider audience, he has more followers, but any one tweet can go viral, right? So now everyone's opinion is equal, but no one has any information. You know, so like now we have to listen to every moron's opinion. Yeah. But everyone's collectively dumber because no one has any like conclusions on the information that's out there because we're bombarded with it.
Yeah, it's kind of made me just realize to like just kind of live life and enjoy it. For real, like it's like I'm informed and I have my opinions about shit, but it's also like it's one of those things where it's just like you get into it with people and it's like you're never going to change anyone's mind because they're so stubborn. Why do you even, I don't know. They're so stubborn about shit.
Well, people dig in on purpose. Like they
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very much an instigator. Like I love that.
Oh, I mean, sometimes just to fucking, just to poke the bear, have a little fun. But
and it's like one of those things.
Do that for a living. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's like whole YouTube channel dedicated to just getting a rise out of people all day long.
That's all. I mean, and these people are making like that's so crazy. People are just making money off of that shit.
Well, I mean, that's the corruptive force of it. Like that's how you make money. That's the easiest way to make money. Is just say something scandalous and see how far it can go. You know?
Want another one?
Yeah, please.
Nice. Miller Lite or Michelob?
You got a mixed bag?
Yeah. I have random beer. I have random beer. Dude, you're lucky.
They have like a grab bag of trash American beer at the store now?
No.
That would actually be kind of fucking cool.
That would be.
A variety pack of
just Coors Light, Bud Light, Natty Light. No, I just like, I just have random beers in my house, and I just like drink. My favorite's Natty Light. Everyone makes fun of me for that.
I used to drink Natty Ice in college.
Natty Ice? Oh, 6%ers.
Yeah.
Dude, and when I was in college, they came out with Natty Daddy.
What is that?
Malt liquor.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was like I thought it was like a Four Loko kind of thing.
Bro, I was just gonna getting blacked out on Four Locos was the best.
What was in that?
It was red, dude. I don't know. It was.
Let me look that up real
Yeah,
quick.
what was in
Mikey's going to take a
Four
shit.
Lo-
I just saw him get up and leave.
What the fuck was in a Four Loko?
Yeah, what was in the? Let's go to.
I remember the first time I blacked out on a Four Loko. I was hosting a lacrosse recruit in college, and we were pre-gaming, and I straight up blacked. Dude, I blacked out. It was in the bathroom floor throwing up, and one of the dudes that I was like cool with called the RA, and they called like security. I got in trouble. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
When you get in trouble in college, man, nothing really happens,
bro. That was what, no,
I mean, the school kind of covers it up.
Dude,
At least that's my experience.
Dude, I will say there is no bigger dickhead in the world than a college RA. Because I remember my sophomore year, we had a wing for like the whole lacrosse team was on like one wing, and we were all like 19, 20, whatever. And we got
real piss and vinegar. Just,
dude, we got
there's nothing worse than a 19-year-old man.
Dude, seriously.
Boy, whatever you want to
fucking 12, 19-year-olds living in one area together. It was chaos.
I would have hated my 19-year-old self.
Chaos.
Hated my 19-year-old self.
And I remember we got in trouble because the RA busted us like in a room, and we were like getting ready to go out. And there was one beer can, and 7 of us in the room, and they like literally wouldn't let us go, and we all got in trouble for one beer can because we were underage drinking. I go, who the fuck? One beer can?
But what was the trouble? What'd you get?
I forget.
Nothing.
You had to like go to court, and it was so retarded.
Like a college kangaroo court?
Yeah, it was so dumb. And then like, and then one time I remember.
No one got thrown out, right?
No, our first day back.
You got a demerit on your permanent record that nobody ever requests. I haven't had one job request my diploma, let alone my fucking transcript. And I had some pretty high powered jobs. Like they just took it on trust that I graduated from Brown University. Honestly,
I had to do a background check for my job, and they asked for like my college diploma, and it was like you can. And I checked the thing was like I can't provide this information. I was like, my diploma's in Philadelphia. Like, just trust me, I went to college, whatever. But dude, sophomore year again, first day back, the whole lacrosse team's like partying, whatever. And we get busted by the RAs. They call campus security. And it's like 15 of us in a dorm room. And I hid under the bed and fell asleep. And I woke up and I heard like the 2 dudes that were like in the room. They're like, man, like this fucking sucks. And I'm like under the bed. And I'm like, yeah, guys, what the fuck happened? And they're like, dude, what? And
how
I was
long
like,
were you out?
Probably like an hour.
Oh, okay.
And they were like, dude,
4
what?
hours later, these guys are going to bed. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, oh, dude, I told you guys I was hiding under the bed. I'm not getting in trouble. What? I was like, they're not looking under beds. It's fucking, dude.
Dude, my RA, Brown was a weird place. I think he was a full-blown alcoholic because he would drink J&B all day long. Like he had just empty bottles of J&B whiskey.
Oh.
It's like a cheap blended whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'd drink it all day long. And he was from Seattle, and his summer job, get this, dude, he was the coroner. He worked for the coroner's office. So he'd go pick up dead bodies.
Yeah, Brown's a weird place.
And he had all sorts of stories about this. I'm like, he's like, honestly, most of them aren't like, some mangled mess of a car wreck and you're picking up pieces. He's like, usually it's just like an old lady or an old guy that died in their house. And he's like, and what they don't tell you is that every dead person shits their pants. He's like that. He's like, he's like the smell. He's like, and it's not just like shit. It's like everything in their stomach.
Body stops.
All their like digestive fluids empty. He's like, it's a smell. He's like that's the smell of death. He's like,
you think he's a necrophiliac?
I don't know, but I now after he started telling these stories about picking up dead bodies, I was like, now I get the drinking.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Like, how else do you sleep at night if you're just picking up? I was like, how many bodies would you get? He's like, 8 hours. He's like, probably one an hour. You're going from job to job to job. He's like, Seattle's like, a million people in the city, something like that. Dude. How many people? He's like, natural causes, accidents. He's like, you go to the hospital. He's like, there's dead bodies everywhere.
I would rather risk being caught selling cocaine than pick up dead bodies.
Yeah, he said the money was good, though. He said the money was good.
Yeah, because nobody wants to do that.
There's a job AI will never take. Picking up the dead.
That is true. AI can't. AI is fucking dumb as hell. I mean, I use it, but.
Yeah, but I mean, well, it's like any other tool. Like, I actually read something interesting recently that, like, put it into perspective. Everyone thinks, like, oh, we're all going to lose our jobs, right? It's like, no, like, 50 years ago when Excel didn't exist, nobody in an office job was expected to make a spreadsheet. They had like one person in in the computer department who would do it. And that was it. But then once Excel was invented, everyone has to know how to use spreadsheets now, like for any fucking job.
Oh yeah, I mean,
comedians use goddamn spreadsheets to keep their jokes in order.
It's not, dude. It's not even like with AI. It's not even like they're going to take our jobs. It's like if you can just understand AI, it's going to create jobs.
But that's what they're saying. That's the thought. Like, is it just going to be like now everyone's going to expect to manage? So now everyone's going to become a manager, and instead of managing people, they're going to manage just an army of AI bots. And so like we could just explode our productivity. So it's like, so in some ways it's like, yeah, you think it's like, oh, AI is going to come along and take all the human jobs, and then we're going to have to worry about what we're going to do for income. But everyone's going to have all this free time. It's like, no, they're going to make you work then too. Well, like they're just going to make you manage all the AI bots they generate.
That was always our big push. Like we're making life easier, and like soon humans.
We're not.
I mean, they're like soon humans won't have to do anything, and it's like, we just wander around for 100 years and then die. Like it's. We were all nomads just wandering. It's like Jesus, like just wandering for 40 days in the desert, being like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? It's fucking...
it's purposeless fucking... With the zombie apocalypse, but we're the zombies. We didn't realize... Oh, wow. What if that's the zombie apocalypse?
Dude, I feel
what if we're making ourselves irrelevant? So we're just going to be wandering the earth like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Dude, like actual zombies. Like, what the fuck? We're all whacked out on fentanyl and meth because we have nothing else to do. And we're wandering the planet. It's happening.
It's crazy. Trank's the big one in Philly right now.
What's the new... there's a new drug out there? Okay, because I heard the new drug is 2C. Tranquilizer? Just a straight tranquilizer.
They call it Trank, but it's basically, dude, you're just like... legit zombie. Like you'll just see people slumped over.
Is it an opioid? What is it? Some new synthetic
it's
shit?
like fat, I guess. It's like fentanyl. Oh, 2C? Dude, somebody offered me that once.
That's the new thing. That's the new hot thing. New party drug, I guess.
Cocaine and
ecstasy.
And ecstasy. Yeah, it's like pink. And I remember somebody like offered it to me, and I was like, no. And they're like, I wouldn't lead you in the wrong way. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, you fucking do it. I'm not fucking... It's pink powder. I'm not shoving that up my nose.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. But I mean, like I'd heard about it in Colombia when I went down years ago. And of course, I'm not doing fucking drugs with strangers in a strange country like a drug I've never heard of. Hey, try this new shit. No,
try this new thing. It's the newest thing. Everyone's talking about it, buddy. You're gonna love it.
You're already like in a sketchy place when you're like taking drugs from somebody. Right, yeah. I mean, like if you've ever taken drugs, it's like, all right, the original transaction's always, especially the first time you're dealing with somebody. But it's like, hey, try this new thing. It's like, get the fuck out. Are you insane? Like, dude, I think this is already sketchy enough, man. Get out of here. Like, I wanted a nickel bag of weed. Now you can. Now you're trying to tell me to take Trank.
Yeah, it's unreal, and it's just like it's one of those things where I'm just like. Fet's in fucking everything, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's not worth it. It's like also. With that drug, it's like, dude, it's like cocaine and ecstasy. It's like, so I'm going to get horny and then not be able to get hard.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like a drug that kills your boner and one that gets you horny as fuck.
Well, I mean, but I feel like for most drugs, you could see like the original appeal, right? But with something like fentanyl, where you just go into a coma, it's like, oh, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
That sounds like really fun to take at a party.
Yeah.
I'd like, everyone's doing it. It doesn't sound like fun.
That's why
you look at fucking movies from the 70s and they're all coked up disco dance. Like, all right, I could see some appeal.
Yeah,
but
just to be blacked out in the corner part of
yeah, just to be hunched over in the middle of the street,
crazy
for 4 hours. Like, what? Yeah. I don't know that
was a fun day. That's nuts.
Yeah, guys, that's what we did last night. We went crazy. We took fentanyl and just fell over.
It's crazy.
Like nothing happens.
It's like one of those things where like. It is like, I remember the DARE. Did you do the DARE program?
Of course.
Everyone did. I don't even know. Is it still around?
I hope not. I think they acknowledge the war on drugs won. Mikey, is that a thing? You have your cell phone. Google that for me.
Yeah, DARE is still a thing. Because like, that was like the thing where they were always like, marijuana is like a gateway drug. And I'm like, I've never smoked marijuana and be like, hey, you know what would be awesome? Meth. Like, it's like one of those things. I don't even smoke weed a lot. Like my drug, like I like mushrooms. I'm a mushroom guy.
I love mushrooms. I've talked about it.
Dude, I took mushrooms and went to emo night last week.
What's emo night?
Emo night is a giant rave. It's like these guys basically started they would go to like bars and DJ like a bunch of like emo songs and like it caught on.
Oh, okay. So now it's like, when you said emo night, I thought I was like, oh my god, he's going like a fucking John Mayer concert.
No. It's literally
Mike's not the answer. Hang on.
Oh wait.
DARE ended in 2003 because an accounting report said that there was no proof of it having any effect on child drug use.
Yep. So DARE lost.
2003 was that might actually that makes sense. I probably was the last one.
Yeah.
I remember, that was like, and what was funny with DARE was like
drugs won. Fuck the DARE program.
They would make Dude, and like also terrible acronym because everyone was like, yeah, dare, drugs are really exciting. And it's like, yeah, they are. But I remember they made you like sign a contract. Like you'll never do drugs or drink or any of that shit. And then you get older and you're like, I'm definitely going to do all
whatever
of that.
contract that was with it. Yeah. You sign it in pencil.
Yeah.
But also, I remember the pencils
Like 10.
remember the number 2 pencils would say, don't do drugs. And if you sharp as you went down, it would just say, do drugs.
Do drugs. Yes. Subliminal messaging.
Which, whoever, I mean, the guy was like, oh, this is a great promotional item. He's like, you didn't think they could just, midway through the pencil, it's going to say do drugs?
Conspiracy theory. Just thought of it.
Oh, you think
Let's
so?
spread this rumor. Let's spread this conspiracy.
Let's start a rumor here.
Let's spread this conspiracy. I think the DARE program was introduced to. I think the DARE program was brought up to introduce the youth to drugs because that keeps them buying and supplying, and then you're using, and then the cops can fucking they have more control.
Maybe pharmaceutical drugs for sure.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical drugs definitely compete with street drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no question at this point.
Oh, Oxy,
right?
dude? Yeah. How
I
many
mean,
people you
they're
know
in direct
fucking-
competition with street drugs.
Well, dude, everybody I know that got hooked on heroin was on Oxy before.
Yeah.
I remember I was talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, do you remember Oxy 30? And I'm like, Oxy 30? And they're like, yeah, that's like how I got hooked on heroin. And I'm like, what the? They made 30?
30 milligrams?
Yeah, 30 milligram Oxys? I was like, no, I thought 10. 10 was the number I thought they went to. 30?
Dude, I mean,
That's why, dude, the pharmaceuticals legit. They get not everybody. A lot of people I know that had like addictions to like heroin and shit.
Yeah,
they were all on Oxy before they
a lot
run
of
out of
times
Oxy,
happen-
and they were just like, if you could get $5 for
a lot of times it
black
happened
tar.
to if you had like a legitimate injury and they
Yeah.
give you the pills after surgery, and then you get hooked on them, and then you sort of slide into it.
When I got surgery, they gave me Oxy, and I never took them because I was like,
Yeah,
it's not
I
worth.
would-
I have a family of addicts, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. My like sister's an addict. Like I'm just like, it's not.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if you can manage some other way.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was just like, whatever, I'll deal with it. But it's like, I've seen it in my family where I'm like, yeah, you know what? Life's pretty good. I don't need to add this to it.
Yeah, well, they also like I said, but there's also like there's direct competition with like pharmaceutical drugs and street drugs. But I remember reading that like a lot of the beer companies before marijuana became so ubiquitous, they were funding like Partnership for Drug Free America because they were worried that if marijuana became legal, their sales would dip, and it did. I mean, obviously,
That's cool.
somewhat.
Do you like smoking weed more than you like drinking?
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's definitely better for me. And I like overall.
Yeah, I mean,
it
I'm
helps
like-
with anxiety. I sleep in. I don't get into trouble.
Wait,
I only do one of those two every single day.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single hour.
If I had to cut it down to one thing for the rest of my life, I'd probably keep marijuana.
I would keep beer. I would keep alcohol.
You think so?
It's way better. Way better time.
I guess it's definitely more social.
Yeah,
there
it's
is-
more social. Weed, dude, is literally just panic attacks for me. That's like the
Well,
thing.
say it's something don't work for certain people.
Yeah,
That's the other
I
thing, too.
can't
mean,
do it, and it's just like I've been smoking since I was a fucking like 12.
Yeah.
Not 12, dude. Probably actually, yeah. The first time I hung out with public school kids, so probably 12. And but like it's like one of those things. Like I've never like I've had like 5 good times on weed. Mushrooms, it's a great like
Some
for
people
me,
aren't built for marijuana.
No, it's just like, and it's like, it's fine and it can be fun. I think the thing is like, dude, when I get weed, like I want to like sit and like watch a movie, be silly, whatever. Dude, I'll get high with like some people and they just want to have like deep conversations and I'm like, put a gun in my mouth. Like I don't want to talk about any of this shit.
Some people get real talkative on weed.
Yeah, and it's like we're talking about shit that like I don't want to talk
I guess
about sober.
some weed will make me talkative. Sometimes I just get troned out.
Well, like, dude, people like, especially like, dude, I'll like.
If I eat weed, I fall asleep immediately.
Oh, dude.
I can't stay awake. Like if I have like a 12-hour flight, like I'm doing like a long.
I'll
going
take
to Europe,
I'll take like
I'll
edible.
take an edible and I'll pass
Yeah.
out the whole flight.
Yeah, like,
I'll wake
fun.
up when the fucking plane hits the ground.
It's like it's one of those. I really think for me, it's just like who I'm hanging with when I get high. Because like there's some people where I'm just like, dude, you make this the worst experience of my life. And it's just like
We gotta hang out with better stoners.
dude. That's the thing is like I used to like my 2 buddies I first lived with. Like we would get high a lot, and it was so fun because it was fucking silly and shit. And it's like now.
And how
it's-
old are you at this point?
I'm 33. Just
No, I'm saying when you were.
Oh, when I was living with them, I was like, this is like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was like we would get high and just like watch movies and it'd be like funny and shit. And it was like we would just get insanely high and it was so fun. Now it's like the last thing I want, it's just like it's the people you're with, bro. Like, and that's what I realized.
I mean, that's
it's like
most
anything.
of life.
Yeah, for real.
Like if dude, like if all my, it is kind of true. Like it's it's not where you are. It's like what you're doing. And
it's who you're with. 100%. That's why I like drinking.
Like some of the funniest things is just just hanging out. Hanging on the stoop. Or nothing's going on. At work. Like shit, like a place you wouldn't think you'd be having fun.
Yeah.
Something funny happens, you laugh your balls off.
Somebody asked me like, "What's your favorite thing in the world?" And I was like, "Drinking with my friends." That's my favorite. I was like, gun to my head. I go, "That is my favorite." I go, "It's like that," and then I don't know what everything else. But
tap dancing.
Tap dancing. Yeah. No, I was like, dude. I was like, I just like, even like, it's one of those things. Like, even when you like fucking just get hammered and you're an idiot, it's like, I don't know. It depends the type.
Well, I mean, we're built for that.
And it's like one of those things. It's like, and I've been very fortunate enough that like I don't have friends that are like those drunk aggros that like try to fight. Like I've never been out with my friends and like tried. Nobody's like tried to fight. Like, we just get fucking hammered and it's just like a fun time. We're idiots. Like that's fun. So that's why I would pick. I would drink. I'm also like
drinking is way down in your generation.
Is it
Gen Z?
You guys? I'm millennial, dude. I'm a millennial. I'm like,
I love how people are claiming that now. Like 10 years ago, no one wanted to be a fucking millennial.
No, I love
now Gen Z's like, no, I'm not that. I'm not.
Oh, dude, all the Gen Z's on the cusp are like, well, like I dabble in both. I'm like, fuck, you're Gen Z.
Yeah,
dude.
Just like your gender. You fucking loser.
Hey, dude, that's the other thing too.
I dabble in all of them. Where'd they go,
dude? I feel
like there was a lot more a couple years ago.
Dude, it's one of those things. That's like another thing too, where I'm just like. Whatever, I'm like, it's like especially like in Philadelphia, I never experienced like that aspect. People are like, oh, like I'm non-binary, whatever. Like now, I'm very much like, yeah, cool, like whatever you want, like I'm fine with.
I don't even ask. But why was it in my fucking business?
Yeah, I was like, dude, whatever you like, I'm like, it doesn't affect me. But I have like, and like there's like, it's one of those things like I've been like, again, fortunate enough that like all my friends that are like that, like if I fuck up, they're not mad. But I've heard people be like, yeah, like and like people get mad about it. I'm like, dude, it's a new thing for us. Like it's not, especially where I'm from.
That's a very,
It's like
That's one thing I don't really like when they play gotcha with something new. It's like, bro, this is the first I'm hearing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned about this last week. Like,
it's one of those.
You forget someone's name when you first meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna give.
It's like I'm respectful. It's like just remind. It's like remind if I fuck up. Like hey, just remind me. Because like I want to be respectful. And it's just like, it's one of those things. But
they immediately go to like, oh, you're a jerk off. It's like, I made a mistake. Like, correct. I didn't do it. Matt, like you said, correct me. Like,
they're like, you're homophobic. I'm like, no, I went to the pride
if you changed your name, I'd call you by your, fuck it. I do it all the time when I have Handren on. He went by his actual first name back in Boston.
Handren, what's his real name?
Jordan.
Handren's real name's Jordan?
Jordan Handren Seavey. Handren's his middle name.
I thought Handren was his real name.
That's what I'm saying. But I met him back in Boston as Jordan. It took me fucking 3-4 months to start calling him Handren. When I moved out here and I realized he was going by that name. And that's it. He didn't think I was a fucking asshole for calling him Jordan.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'll go by Handren now. Okay. It was no big deal. But it's like that. Like they should treat it like that. Not like, oh my God, what a fucking, what a bigot. It's like, no, I forgot you changed your name. You're like, I'm sorry, I forgot you changed your name. Like,
and it's one of those things where like, it's like, I think like, and like, I don't think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people are like respectful of like the fact that it's like new for like us and like everything.
It's like, not as big a problem as the world makes it out to be.
No, people make
really, that's things just go by. Like
that's like my thing. Like, dude, that's where it's like one of those things.
On Earth, in reality, like face to face, it seems to work out pretty well. Like when we go out in the street, nothing really. Everything's moving around fine. The traffic's moving. I'm getting my fucking my donut from the fucking spot. Whatever. Like the world works, but it's like online. It's like, oh yeah, I can't believe it ratchets it up to a level that it's not happening in the real world.
That's where I'll get that's where I do get political. Like, being from Philadelphia, I have like a lot of Republican friends and like, it's not like the city is progressive, but like where I'm from, the suburbs isn't. And like the shit they say, I'm like, what the fuck do you think is I'm like, dude, who fucking cares? It has no effect on your life. Let people live the way they want to live. Who gives a fuck? It's like, that's why like all the political statements of like, the whole bathroom thing and like, well, like that, and I'm like they're going to like the extremes, and I'm like, dude, there's teachers fucking kids. Are you gonna pull your kid out of school? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, who cares? I'm
what
like,
about church?
I'm like, I'm like,
how many sins has the church done?
Yeah, well, exactly, the Catholic Church, for real.
Church,
And I'm like, and like my friends, like, or like people I know, like, especially this dude working in a dive bar in Philadelphia, this shit that would come out of people's mouths. I'm like, you were so arrogant and naive, and like, you think like, number one, what are you doing in a bathroom that you're so concerned? They're like, well, like, if a guy transition and goes into the bathroom
when
and
I put my dick in a
daughter's
glory hole, I want to make sure I know who's on the other end.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in it?
I'm like, dude, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
what are you doing in the bathroom that it matters?
It's great. It's like, and they're like, well, my daughter's in there. And I'm like, first off, you don't even have a daughter. They're like, well, I have one. I'm like, what, in what world?
When I have a daughter.
I'm like, in what world do you think, do you think somebody just goes in the bathroom like, oh, time to molest a kid? First off,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Also,
where are
you
adults going to the bathroom with children all the time?
Also, have you never been to a sporting event? I've been in the male's bathroom, which is the most disgusting place at a stadium.
Guys go there with their daughters.
With their daughter, and and I'm like,
and they go in the stall, and
and I'm like, so what the fuck are you guys? That's where
when I let my 3-year-old daughter walk into a men's bathroom by herself, I expect her. I expect no one to look at her. It's like,
that's where I'm like, that's where I get political and like very extreme and like because I've gotten in arguments with. To me, it's just like the naive.
It really absolves the parents from parenting. It's like we got to pad the world for their kids. Like, oh, I don't want. These books in the library. I don't want the trans people in the bathroom. I don't want. It's like because my kid is. It's like, well, you raise your kid.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna put like rubber bumpers on every corner of the world just to make your kid safe.
Yeah.
You raise a kid that can live in the world like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Be a parent. Don't be a fucking bitch.
It's
like that's really what it. Well, like there's a big absolution of bad parenting out there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these soft people and these whiny people and woke or these fucking hard right lunatics who hate Jews. Like that's all. A lot of that comes from shitty parenting.
It is.
And no boomers are taking fucking any responsibility for what they've done. Like I don't see any of them saying, my Gen Z kids won't get off the dole. That's probably because I made them a pussy. Like no one blames themselves for raising a shitty kid.
Yeah. It's no, for real. And it's like, and then like if they do take accountability, they're like, oh, I fucked up. And then they don't do anything about it. And it's
they just keep feeding the beast.
Yeah. And it's like, but that's where I get political with shit where like, I do hear people say like insane shit that's like very homophobic, whatever. And I'm kind of like, I'm like, yo, legit in my mind, like literally in my mind, I go, that has no effect on. It's like growing up Catholic.
That's what bugs me out. Is like it's not even on my radar, and someone else is making like a fucking
like they're like
are you insane?
stands.
Yeah. Are you insane? Like why? How'd you even notice that?
Yeah,
like why do you even think about that?
I'm like, dude, I'm just thinking about when I can go hit a bar with my boys. That's like I got my when they're like saying shit, I'm like, do you not have like Netflix? Like I'm watching like TV. Like what the. I'm on Peaky Blinders for the 8th time. Like, what are you watching? What are you being
it's like
informed?
anything else. I mean, that's the thing too about technology. Like, you can use it for shit like that, right? You just watch goofy shit, like, or these fucking people going down rabbit holes on YouTube about how the Jews and the Medicis fucking.
I mean, no,
plan the New World Order, which is fun.
No, it is. I mean, I'm very much.
Don't get me wrong.
This is my thing with conspiracies. Is that
there's enough real ones that I'll get to the fake ones later.
It's
like I'm not done with JFK yet. I'm still on the, I'm still on the ones that have some legs.
Only Catholic president, fucking, only one Irish Catholic. They took him out.
Yeah, put him in a convertible. Make him drive real slow. Yeah. Could you imagine? What a security nightmare.
Yeah.
Even Lincoln, at least Lincoln was in a fucking building.
That's
they put JFK in a convertible going 12 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's like, dude, it's
they were just begging to have it.
Yeah. It's like, no, dude. So that's like my thing with like conspiracies is like, because people are like, wait, like, it's not that I believe them, but I go, being raised religious, I'm like, I was told like the world. If
you can believe that, you can believe anything.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if I was told like the world was created by this guy in the sky and like I'm living my life and like whatever, it's like if I was told that and that is supposed to be true, I go then. Every conspiracy theory, like I look at not in the way that I believe them, but if they were to be
it's
true,
no crazier than any other story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all that stuff, dude. Even
he rose from the dead. Okay. How's that's why like the only reason Scientology is ridiculed is because we have photos of the guy who invented it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a picture of you and there's a religion, your religion's kind of horseshit.
Yeah, dude.
The
guy who
that's why that's why the Muslims take not Jerome Muhammad so fucking seriously because people are gonna realize it's just some Arab guy just some Arab lunatic who wrote this book. It's bullshit. Like every other fucking text of religion. People wrote it.
Well, it's like that thing with like I was all like growing up religious. Like I do find religion fascinating, but it's like the thing with like Mormonism and shit, and like Joseph Smith finding the tablets, and nobody else could see him and all that, whatever. But I will say, I told somebody that I was telling people last night this, and they had no idea. So the current president of Scientology is from Philadelphia.
David Miscavige?
from Philadelphia.
I should be careful with that. Listen, I'll talk shit about Muslims on this podcast, but I live in LA. Talking shit about Scientology.
I'm not talking shit.
I put my life in my hands. With
no.
that.
I'm not talking shit on Scientology.
We should be very careful here.
Yeah, I'm not talking shit about that. But
we can mock the Quran in this podcast, but do not make fun of Scientology.
No, I'm not.
Not while we're in LA.
No, I'm not. No, this
global headquarters.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he's from Philadelphia, went to Marlboro Newtown High School, and you know who else is from Philadelphia?
Who?
Netanyahu.
I thought he was Israeli.
Born there,
Philly bitch.
Grew up in Philly, and the whole time I'm thinking is like when I tell people this, I go, imagine if Netanyahu had my accent. Dude, he just sounds like me. He's like,
he sounds like Chip Diamond.
He's like, yo, so guys, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to attack a lot of people and innocent people. It's like, dude, if Netanyahu had my accent.
Yeah, the way he says water.
Yeah, just, so we're going to not give Palestine any water. And dude, it would be a sketch.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like, but it's like, yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think part of this whole war, and we won't end on this one, end on some unhappier news, but we got to touch on World War III since it's going on right now. We're about 8 days in, something like that.
We're not getting drafted.
8
Cheers.
days and
we're not getting drafted.
Too old,
dude.
thank God, right?
Cheers, too old.
Yeah, 8 days and $8 billion
All the kids
later.
I coach in high school, they're like, "What are you going to do when you get drafted?" I go, "You guys idiots? No, I'm not getting drafted. You guys are."
Yeah, you guys.
And
are
I go,
first,
"You guys
buddy.
are going to." I was like, "Yeah." And what's crazy is you guys are going to get drafted, and some kid's going to get on there and live stream it on Twitch and make a shitload of money, and then die. He's going to live stream and just make $1 million.
That's how war's going to be fought. There's going to be swatting each other.
Reality TV is going to be sick, though.
What's up? Hey, what's up, fam? Here I am on the front lines on the war on World War III. So we just learned this new TikTok dance. Here we are, and then just fucking, it's fucking. It is like it's legit.
They'll prop up their phone and they'll get mad because like a grenade blew it over. They'll start over.
You know what? All these kids are gonna be like, dude, I played Call of Duty. I'm good. I play Fortnite. I know how this works. We'll build forts really quick. It actually feels like we're in a fucking movie that like how legit it is. What now?
I said
World War III ended what? Or World War II ended
1945.
So 80 years ago.
Yeah,
81 years ago.
Yep.
And we're like cycling in, and it's one of those things.
Man, well, think about it, right? 81 years. Most people are dead that live through it. So once the last living person, as you lose people that live through that kind of horror, right? Your aptitude to do it again increases because like you don't know, you only hear how horrible it was. You didn't see how horrible it was.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like every 75 years. Something's just going to have to kick off. That's where we are in the world. Like history just it repeats itself because the people that lived it die.
Yeah.
It doesn't repeat if there's still people living from that era.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like, not like to get too political, but it is like the thing like you do sit here and you think and you're like, as an American, it's like, what like World War II made sense for what was happening, why we went over there and like stopped it from happening.
Last just war we fought.
Yeah, but why? What in what world? What purpose does it serve the U.S. to go over there and fight a battle that we're fucking what 6,000 miles away more? Like what are we doing?
Well, the big thing is look.
And this is maybe where I'm uneducated on it.
Iran is a horrible regime, and they've been. Their stated goal was to eradicate Israel and the United States since their formation in 1979. So they've been at war with us.
You did go to Brown. You're a smart guy. I didn't know.
I read some things. I read some books.
I read.
I pay attention to history.
I like to break a mental sweat. My brain's a muscle I work on too. So
one of those hard-ons.
Yeah.
No, but so I at some point there was gonna be conflict because you can't have. No Cold War stays cold forever, right? I mean, even with Russia, they were on the opposite side in Vietnam. Obviously, they were on the opposite side in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
But I think what it was is at this point, like we can't have another North Korea, right?
Yeah.
Because that guy will never start a war with North Korea because they have nuclear weapons, and they will fire them. We can't have another North Korea in the world, right? But on top of that, this North Korea, unlike Kim Jong-un, who just wants to keep North Korea for himself, he just wants his kingdom.
Yeah.
There's a theological aspect to this where they if they get a nuclear weapon, they almost have to blow Israel apart because they don't want any Jews in the world.
Yeah.
And then that's going to drag us into World War III no matter what. So we kind of preempted that. But what I really think, the timing of this, why now, is because both Bibi Netanyahu has been indicted for bribery and several other charges and is facing significant jail time. So if you kick off a war, it's very unlikely you have election. You have elections or you remove the sitting president during wartime, right? I mean, Donald Trump, as soon as he got out of office last time, they indicted him immediately, right?
Yeah.
If he gets out of office this time, they're going to indict him immediately. What's the way to consolidate power? You start a war.
Yeah,
why now? I think that's because they both said, "Shit, we need to keep our ass in this seat, or else we're going to be in a courthouse."
Yeah, I mean, we might
that's
never.
what I think.
Yeah, and
I think both those guys have that in common. They're like, "Fuck it, we'll do it now," and and save ourselves for a few more years to keep keep this train rolling.
He's just trying. Donald Trump's just trying to get on WWE's WrestleMania again. Like once again, like this is where like I do feel
What's
like
wild is how many parties are involved. I mean, the fact that they're shooting shit at like Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Syria, like they're involving a lot of other countries. They've kind of united the neighbors against them in their area. Iran did. So it's very like they're our allies, but it's like but they're your neighbors. Like if they didn't want to be involved before and you bomb them, now they're probably going to want to be involved. Against you.
It's like legit. It's like one of those things where it's just like you do have to scratch your head and you're like, how is this real life? Like how it's, and I think it's different because like then when you look back on things like the Great Crusade for the Christian nations and like I mean that's the other thing too is like Christian people. It's like we also like purged many people, like horrible people, like killed millions.
Yeah, I mean the Salem witch trials, that was like the fucking 1800s. They were burning women.
Yeah,
like in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things where it's just like how like have we been around for so long and we haven't learned just to exist and like people just like it's just like it's one of those things where it's like
when we know better
or
we actually can reason, so we should know better.
We should, and it's one of those things where it's just like it's I don't know. This is why
that's what is really is fast. That's why I'm fascinated by religion. Like people still believe it. Like we're rational beings, but people still. What is it about human beings that having a religion is important, no matter what? Like every culture seems to have some sort of religion.
I think what it is, and this is my personal take on religion. I think what it is the idea that what is the thing we fear the most? Probably the unknown.
Yeah, dying.
And
that's the biggest
the unknown. And I think what religion does is religion gives you hope and something to believe in. For the mindset of that fear of the unknown is now gone per se, because you're like, I have something to believe. Like when I die, I'm going to go to heaven or get whatever.
There's a comfort in that. Yeah,
there's a comfort in it, and I think that's what it is, and that's like what strikes fear. And then, but my whole thing is like you should be willing to believe in what you want to believe, and so should other people. And like the whole idea of like there's so much I could talk about it, but it's like. Even like within the Christian Bible and Catholicism and stuff like that, it's one of the things that I really look at with Christianity is where in the Bible did Jesus ever have a temple that you would go to a place to worship? Yeah. In the Bible, Jesus, like the church of God, like God is within you. Like the church is within you. Like your job as a Christian per se, if that's what you believe, is like to spread the message, but like you don't have to go to a physical being place. Like you just, as a person, live. There
wasn't
the
a
church.
lot of ritual in his.
No, Jesus never once was. Jesus destroyed the temple, rose it in 3 days, but he rose it in the way of like preaching to the nation and all that. Jesus never once in the Bible.
But also, do unto the poor. He would wash. He would hang out with lepers and hookers, wash homeless people's feet. Like you don't see a lot of Christians living a very Christ lifestyle.
No, that's
a Christ-like lifestyle.
That is, dude,
it's just not happening.
That's like my biggest thing, where it is like one of those things. Like, dude, Did you watch the fucking Turning Point USA halftime show? Bro, it was.
I didn't watch either halftime.
Bro, it was. We waited.
I went back to the kitchen and ate, and then came back with the game. I'm more of the game,
dude. It was. We watched it after the game. It was so funny. It was pre-recorded. It was so fucking funny, and it's
who
like
performed Kid Rock.
Lee Bryce, a couple other countries.
And was it
there
just
was a woman in there?
They were just trashing Bad Bunny the whole time.
Huh?
Were they just trashing Bad Bunny the whole time?
I mean, no. They were just like
America.
God, faith, country, whatever the fuck it is. And it's like one of those things where you look at like the Christian values and you are like, that's like my thing, where it really is like the way very much like the Republicans.
They kind of corrupted it.
They push this like Christian agenda, and I go, when Christianity breaks down, it's like you love your neighbor as thyself. It is never once in there about like the whole thing with like homophobia and things like that, and it's an abomination. I go, no. I go, the whole thing is that you abstain from like Jesus never once said like being gay is a problem. Like it's like they bring up like Sodom and Gomorrah and all that shit, and it's like
a whole different book. It's the Old Testament.
Old Testament number one. Yeah. And I go, and the New Testament is Jesus' teachings and all that. And my whole thing is like this. I go, premarital sex is an abomination. You're only supposed to have sex to procreate. It's like you do that is in your mind, if you have premarital sex, if what you believe about homophobia, it's like that is just as grave.
It's just as big of a sin.
Yeah.
To have any sex out of wedlock is a sin no matter what.
But also it's like, what else is a sin? Gluttony and like the 7 deadly sins and all that. And then
dude, you're not supposed. There's certain fabrics you're not supposed to wear at the same time. Weird things like
there's a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, things that you wouldn't, don't put this on the plate with that. Like that has nothing to do with.
And the whole day. And then like my thing is like when they push the Christian agenda, I'm like at its core, it is literally just spread the word of God and love thy neighbor as thyself. Yeah. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Like that's what you're supposed to do. And then when you see the way that the really Republicans are very much gung ho on being Christian and all this, and I go, the way that you guys are forcing the ICE raids, the way you treat people, I'm like, all this shit. We're having a country halftime show, the one America deserves. Like this. We're also a free nation. And this has always bothered me too, is like when we say like the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, it's like
that was added after the fact. That wasn't original.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That was a later addition.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's because it was not supposed to be, we're not a Christian nation. And the big agenda is that, well, we're not a Christian nation, but we push Christianity. It's like, no. This is a free world. Like this is a country for everybody to be able to come practice what they want to do. And it's just like, that's where I get political, where I'm like, literally, it is like
you're not doing it right.
You're at your core. At your core, you're fucking doing what you want to do, not what you're saying. Like you say one thing and do another, and that's where I'm like,
hypocrisy of it. Yeah, well, there's nothing everyone loves being more than a hypocrite. At least me personally. I'd love to tell the world, hey, you live like this, and I'll live the way the fuck I want. But to do that on a big scale, the way they do it in any political party, I mean, like dude, I mean, I thought it was kind of genius that the founding fathers did that. Like, it's like, okay, we're going to remove God from this. So that way, instead of like, because back then, when they formed this country, most other nations had a national religion. Yeah. They're like, oh, we're going to have none. So that way we'll get everybody, so that we'll put country ahead of God. Right. Which is kind of a smarter move if you want a strong country.
You do.
Right? It's a brilliant move. Say, yeah, fuck your God. One nation. Yeah. And God came way later.
Well, you have to also remember that, like, most of when this country was founded, most of the guys who
were actually atheists.
Who came here were from England, and England was a Catholic nation until Henry VIII when he wanted. And at one point there were multiple popes. Like England had their own pope, and Henry VIII. The reason that the Church of England exists is because Henry VIII wanted to get divorced, and I forget who the exact pope was, but the pope told him, like, you can't get divorced in the Catholic Church and stay Catholic. So he separated from Catholicism and started the Church of England just so he could get divorced. And that's why England has the Church of England and is Christian. But before that, they were Catholic. And I think a lot of those guys, like, and throughout Martin Luther, John Calvin.
They just bend the religion.
Yeah, most of you don't.
I'm going to start a different type of Christianity that works for me.
Exactly.
It's like, what?
Listen, whoever's watching this, I know I sound like a dumb guy, but one thing I know, Christianity.
Right? It's like, I'm going to start a different kind of Christianity, one that works for me personally.
Yeah, and it's just like,
I want to leave my wife. It's literally what he said. Yeah, the Catholicism, it doesn't work for me anymore.
That's where it's like, and that's like, I remember when I went back to Philly recently. There's like right where I'm from in the suburbs, they opened up like a huge Islamic center, and like you talk to people, and it is just one of those things where it's like, you wonder if, like, are we so fucking bored we have to get involved in other shit? Because like we just don't know how to consume our own time.
Of course. I mean, it's like if you're worried about catching food, you don't have time to debate who's going to what bathroom, right? I mean, like if we were like cavemen still, and you're like you're chasing down gazelle and shit to survive. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to argue about like, hey, how come you don't eat how come you don't eat pork? Like what God do you believe in? It's like, I don't know. We got to eat, bro. Like,
who cares?
We'll worry about God and fucking and transgenderism and all this other shit later.
They're all like, dude, so many Catholics are worried about shit like that. And then I'm like, you guys eat meat on Friday during Lent. That's a sin. Like, trust me, you're going
right now. Isn't it Lent right now?
Yeah, I don't eat.
Did you get your ashes?
No, I didn't get my ashes, and I didn't. But I stopped doing that. But I don't eat meat on Fridays. That's the one thing. My Catholic guilt kicks in.
That's just part of the musical theater thing, right? To stay lean.
Yeah, you gotta stay lean. But like, I like that's where like
it's also just an excuse not to eat meat for once a day.
Yeah, the Catholic guilt like kicks in where I'm like, I can't eat meat.
Yeah, I cut out. I only jerk off on Fridays during Lent.
Yeah,
that's it. Out of respect,
dude. That's true. I went 7 days. I went 7 days during Lent. I'm like, I'll make it 40. I went 7. I'm like, oh, fuck. Fuck. I was like, God damn it, my horniness got me again.
That was an old joke of mine. I was like, it's Lent, and for Lent I'm just giving up.
Yeah,
like an old joke. We used to say
I'm
back
giving
in
up.
Boston when I first started. It's Lent, so for Lent this year I just gave up.
It's so funny when people say that. They're like, what are you giving up for Lent? And people are like, chocolate. I'm like, fucking kill yourself. Chocolate?
I should give up something.
That's where I'm like, I try to be a better person.
You should do the opposite. You should add something.
I try to be
right. I think that would be more beneficial to the world. Like if you have to do 10 hours of charity a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like
that.
That would be way more beneficial to like the world.
What are you giving?
Yeah. Why is the Catholic Church doing it backwards? Dude?
Yeah.
Didn't Jesus give, not take?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Right. He was the feeder of fish and all that shit.
Yeah. People are like, what'd you give up? I'm like, I'm just trying to be nice. Like I'm trying to be a better person and be grateful. Like that's what I'm trying to do and emulate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, me giving up what is gonna?
Yeah. I'm already poor. What am I giving? Yeah. What do I have left?
Yeah,
air.
Like, you want me to give up jerking off? No way, dude. That's crazy. That's the one thing that makes me feel alive.
I'm going to give up showering this week to save some money.
All right.
All right, let's get to some news to get you out of here. And this dovetails nicely because we were talking a little bit about religion. And are you a betting man?
Betting?
Yeah.
Dude, you can bet on everything.
Well, that's what this is going.
Oh, is that where it's going?
So
I was a betting guy in Philly because
old school bookies.
No, because we had like DraftKings and shit.
Okay.
Like out here, you can't use it, or you have to use
I forgot that you're young enough that stuff existed already.
Yeah, no, out there I was. I
used to mail cash back in FedEx.
You're a
cash
bookie?
With a bookie. Yeah.
One of my college teammates' dad was a bookie. He was so funny. He was like a typical bookie, like big fat dude. Bookie guy, yeah. You're like,
dude, they pay cash and you don't pay taxes. It's fucking better.
Yeah,
way better, and they get better odds. This corporate gambling sucks.
Well, dude, you can bet. What is it like? There's like apps now where you can like legit like bet on traffic. So people are making money betting on like traffic signs. Well,
listen
crazy.
Listen to this, dude. So Kalshi refuses to pay winnings on a $54 million trade related to Ayatollah Khomeini's death, drawing user fury. Kalshi, a prediction market, is facing backlash for refusing to pay out winnings on a $54 million trade related to the death of Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. Many bettors thought they had won by wagering that Khomeini would be out as Supreme Leader by the end of Saturday. And after reports that his death occurred, according to U.S. Israeli airstrikes, the Kalshi is now refusing to pay. They announced it would not pay out these winnings, citing rules that prohibit markets from, quote, directly tied to death. So the bet was that Ayatollah Khomeini would not be the supreme leader of Iran by the end of whatever February.
Yeah.
Right? He was fucking dead, on the 27th or whatever it was. We whacked him. And they're like, oh no, that doesn't count because it's related to death. But how else would he be out?
Yeah, what
natural death? So,
Iran's gonna have a political.
But also, if it's related to death, the only way he's not the supreme leader is if he dies.
Yeah,
no one resigns from that role.
It's.
But how fucked up is that? Because they're just like Vegas now. If you hit a big jackpot in Vegas, they're like, oh no, there's something wrong with the machine. We're not paying you.
Yeah, it's great. No, it's like, I mean, look, because the thing is, the house always wins.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And when the house doesn't win, they're gonna find a way to win.
But they're prediction markets, so they should have balanced this bet better. Yeah. Like, because they're taking money from both sides. It's just a prediction.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's $1 if it happens, $0 if it doesn't. And what happens is they put this trade up like 90 days before the actual thing, the event's supposed to happen, and people trade on it. So they're just making a market. They're just taking, they're taking commissions on every trade.
Yeah.
If you go to a stockbroker and say, hey, I want to buy Microsoft stock, he doesn't lose money because Microsoft goes up or down. He just buys the stock for you, hands it to you, and charges you, 2% commission.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So how the fuck? Why wouldn't they pay this out? So it sounds like they were actually gambling. This is not a prediction market.
No.
This is a bookie who they said, oh, we'll take all your bets. We're assuming you're going to lose, and they didn't. Like, oh fuck you, we're not paying the loser. We're not paying the winners now. We're keeping the $54 million.
That's like, I mean, that's the thing, dude. You want to talk about the biggest drug in the world? It's that.
Oh my god,
dude. You want to talk about like financial debt, like how much
bankruptcies are up like 200%.
Dude, it's crazy because people are betting on weather. The weather.
Degenerates, dude.
They're
Degenerate
betting on the weather.
Degenerate gamblers.
The prime example we have too much time on our hands, or like people aren't like doing shit, is that people are live streaming them betting the fucking weather.
Like, if it'll rain today or not?
Yeah. Like legit, like not even rain, like what degree, like I'm going to bet it's going to be 89 tomorrow.
Yeah, well, no.
And then if it's 90, you lose, or if it's 89, you're like, oh,
I bet meteorologists are making big ass bets
oh
on
my
that.
God. It's like, dude, yeah. I mean, you want to talk about a scheme you can run as a
Well,
meteorologist?
I mean, that's the
Just
insider
lie.
trading, right? Like if you're like, let's say, a public figure, and they say, oh, how many times is Taylor Swift going to mention Travis Kelce in her acceptance speech?
Yeah.
At some award show.
That you can bet on
She
that.
should put $1 million in saying, well, on the over, just blow the over.
It's like exactly. It's like the dudes who during the Super Bowl, the guy who bet that somebody would streak during the Super Bowl, and he placed the bet, and then was the one streaking, and he wins the bet because
genius.
You played the system, you did it. You bet that somebody would streak. There's no rules that saying you can't be the one to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where it's like,
dude, if I was the fucking equipment manager on any Super Bowl winning team, or any team that's in the Super Bowl, right? I would always put a huge, and I thought I'd put a huge bet on what color Gatorade they're going to, because every year you can bet on what color Gatorade.
yeah, because you're the one in charge of it.
Yeah, I'd put fucking. I'd tell my parents, like, put your house up.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be orange. Put your house up. Like,
it's like, but that's like the thing.
I will not let the team. I'm only going to mix orange fucking Gatorade.
Yeah,
There's not going to be
now on.
any color on the fucking sidelines.
Yeah.
Bet orange.
But orange. That's it. Orange will always win.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, but that's like the thing. It's like, that's what's crazy is that, like, what a world we're living in where you can just bet on everything.
Yeah, I'm surprised it took this long.
One inside Super Bowl bet that hit big a few years ago, and I think they've tried to clean it up since then, is you could hear them doing the recording of the national anthem like the night before doing the sound check, and they were like recording it.
How long would it go? Yeah.
Yeah, and they would record it with a stopwatch because the band and everything were going to be the exact same thing, and parts of that were recorded. So, yeah, it ended up being like they knew exactly to the second. And
That's crazy.
insiders nailed that bet.
Oh, my God, dude. It's like, man, what happened to, like, the good old Ponzi scheme? Remember Jim Donaghy and the NBA? Tim Donaghy. Another Philly guy.
Yeah, we need a good Bernie Madoff scheme.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
know.
one of those.
I think president's running some pretty big schemes right now.
Dude, 100%.
I don't know how much he's stealing. Nobody knows how much he's stealing in cryptocurrency because you can't track it.
Everything's a
God knows how much
scheme.
money he actually.
Yeah, well, I just saw a thing, like, I'm so dumb. I got to educate myself more. But, like, BlackRock is, like, trying to change, like, go, like.
Oh, yeah. Well, they own most of the fucking homes in America.
Yeah, and then they're going to, like, cryptocurrency, and, like, the guy was, like, talking about it, and then Trump. Yeah, it's fucking.
It's a scam. And we ain't involved.
Everything is a scam. Nothing is real. We're in a simulation. Listen, I took mushrooms and watched The Matrix for the first time. We are in a simulation.
Oh, you want to watch, speaking of The Matrix, you want to watch a good mushroom movie on a glitch in The Matrix. It's a documentary. And it talks about, it discusses whether or not we're living in a simulation. But it's visually really made for people on mushrooms. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck with my head, but like, I'm all in on that shit because it's like
it's a
one of
great
those
one.
things where it's just like I just believe it all now. Everything's real. If life was a simulation, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's always like who benefits. Like that's why I never got flat Earth. I'm like, who's making money on this?
No.
Like that's how I even decide whether or not I'd like double click and investigate a little further on the conspiracy theory. Like JFK got killed. I'm like, okay, I could see people could benefit. Flat Earth. I'm like, who the fuck is making money on that?
Who cares? The Earth is flat.
Who's making
what? Like that is
who's benefiting.
That is one of the things. Like who was like just like what? I think we're living on a flat plane. Like, we're just flat. We're fucking.
What the fuck is that about?
This is us in Earth. Just this.
Yeah. Like who cares?
All the other planets are circle, but
we're this. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Everything else we can see in the universe is a circle, but us with
who like that's the thing is like who at the end of the day who fucking cares?
Who cares? No, that's what I go
legit.
Back to.
I'm like, who gives up? If the Earth is flat, cool. If it's not, cool. I don't fucking. I'm like, at the end of the day, it will not affect me.
Is that going to change what you're going to do tomorrow?
No. So dumb.
If you found out the Earth was flat tomorrow, I'm still going to go to work in the morning and try and do a spot at night. Like I'm not going to do anything differently than I would have done.
The one I want to be real is lizard people. I'm like, I want the lizard people to be real.
Lizard people be sick.
Because lizard people be like, hey man, you've been fucking up our shit for too long. Like we got to come back up here. Listen, we've been underground. We're gonna come up.
Oh,
now.
That's the new thing.
Yeah, they live like what is it like? There's
in the
like
core of the Earth or some shit.
Yeah, like there's like somewhere in like Antarctica or I forget which part. But like
they have
like,
some sort of
and like
tunnel.
like you go down layers and layers. Then there's like this utopia
of
like,
lizard people,
and
I don't know. I think most people say. I think most people went to utopia and it's full of lizard people. They're like, this is not utopia. This is hell.
No,
lizard people are pretty creepy.
I think
now it feels like just a bunch of hot chicks. Yeah. It's like, all right, utopia.
I'm not sure. No, I think I'd be like, definitely died and I'm in heaven.
You gonna fuck a lizard lady?
I would.
Yeah, would you fuck a lizard lady, Mike? How hot would a lizard have to be for you to fuck it?
6'7".
Again, these fucking 6, 7
Good job, Mike. Good.
I'd
fuck a 6
Shout out to Gen Z. A 67-year-old lizard lady. Dude, that's like the thing. Is like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things where I just like think about like when they talk about like aliens and shit. I'm like, yeah, because they are probably all real, and they look at us and like, these guys suck.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Yeah, they're like, don't worry, they're gonna kill themselves, so we'll take over.
They're driving by to pick up meth, and they're on their way.
Yeah,
they're making a pit stop for drugs, and they're going back to everything.
They're probably every time there's like an alien landing or like spotting, it's probably they probably come. They're like, did they kill themselves yet? No. All right, we'll be back. Like they're just fucking. They're waiting for us to implode. Like this is it.
Yeah, I mean, although it would be cool. Like, I mean, think about it. If we found like a weird pack of space apes living on the moon, and we can go check them out. And come back like, well, they're alive and doing stuff, but fucking, and then come back and be like, oh, it's like a tourist thing. Like, let's go see what the fuck they're doing.
You guys seen Begonia?
No.
Check that out.
Begonia?
Begonia with Emma Stone.
Is it like that concept?
It's an alien movie.
Pugonia or Bugonia?
Begonia.
Okay.
Yeah, they wonder if she's an alien or not, and they abduct her, basically.
Did that just come out recently?
It's up for awards this season.
Yeah, I heard about that. I remember
Stavros
seeing
is
that.
in it.
Oh, Stavros in it?
So I got to go see it? I can't.
No, you can rent it.
No, it's probably renting now.
It's on Peacock for free.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get that.
All right, Begonia, I'll check it out.
Yeah, no, it's like, fuck, what was I going to say? It's like one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I don't know. We're fucking...
I would go check them out. If there was a weird troop of monkeys living on the moon.
That's what I was going to say about the moon. That's like the other...
And they were like, hey, it's like $6,000. I'd be like, all right, I'll save up. I'll go see that.
Do you think we landed on the moon?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
I mean, I know we did because the Russians would have fucking blown it all over the news media if we didn't.
You think? I don't
know.
know.
Yeah, no, it would be like now if we said we landed on the moon, China would be like, no, you didn't. We have satellites too. You fucking.
Well, my whole
like they're our enemy. Like our enemy would point it out for sure.
But my whole
I mean, like I've heard Francis Ford Coppola, whoever's involved, and
Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick, blah blah blah. I've heard all that. It's like but we had to have gone, or else the Russians would have said something.
Why haven't we gone back?
Because there's fucking no reason to go. There's nothing up there. It's fucking sand, bro.
I know, but that's like...
We're going back. You know what? We're going back now. You want to know why? Because China's going there.
Oh, really?
So we're flexing our muscle again. Yeah.
Also, wait.
It's the only fucking reason.
The funniest thing, too, when I hear about that...
Well, that and they found a lot of useful minerals up there.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I go, what the fuck?
We're going to strip mine the moon.
Okay.
We're done. We fucked up Earth. We're going to take down the moon.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine in 20 years, like just a piece of the moon is fucking gone.
Just gone.
Because we just
chiseled it. We chiseled it out like archaeologists.
Because we needed whatever fucking magnets for the batteries in our stupid Teslas.
Oh my God, dude. Well, I was like,
you're just missing a chunk out of the moon.
Have you ever? I just watched this. You ever see Eyes Wide Shut?
Oh yeah.
Do you ever hear the Stanley Kubrick rumor about how there's like 30 more minutes to the movie and they cut it out?
What is it?
So
just Tom Cruise fucking a dude?
No. So you know how the movie ends with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman and their daughter in the toy store?
Yeah.
And when it ends, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman are talking, and there's two shady guys that were always following Tom Cruise throughout the movie, and their daughter walks away with those two guys. And apparently what happened it was in England, they premiered the movie, and Stanley Kubrick watched it, and at the end of the movie, he's yelling. People could hear him from outside the theater. Mike, you ever hear about this?
No.
So Stanley Kubrick is yelling, "You can't cut my movie, you can't cut my movie." So there's 30 more minutes that apparently... now goes from the, I guess, like what would be their take on like the Illuminati sex party thing into the child trafficking aspect of it.
They
that like it now follows his daughter
from the babies and all that.
Yeah, follows his daughter and all that. And Stanley Kubrick was yelling how like you can't cut my movie, you can't cut my movie, and then 4 days later died. And that's where like out of nowhere, and that's where people like that's a conspiracy that people are like,
all right, well,
like Hollywood took him out because like he was going to expose like secrets and shit like that.
Hollywood thing.
Yeah,
Hollywood,
and he's also
as much as Hollywood, as gross it is, they want money the most, and releasing whatever studio owns the rights to that movie, they would have released those 30 minutes because it would have meant $1 billion.
No, but
they're grittier than they are perverted.
No,
that I believe.
But that's the thing is, I think it is. You have to remember, like the movie is based around the elites.
Okay,
and you're talking about the Hollywood elites, and then they're like,
"That's you destroy a reel of film and it coming back."
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like they took it
out,
like
the moon landing.
And Kubrick, before he died, he's like, because he shot 2001: Space Odyssey, they hired him to do the moon landing, and he literally said, he's like, I filmed it, it's fake, it's not real. Yeah. This is what I love about conspiracies is that I don't believe any of them, but they all sound believable.
Yeah, well, they all have a grain of truth in them, and they're all so sexy that it's like hard to
It's like,
oh, there's a secret cabal of people running the earth at Bohemian Grove. It's like, of course they.
That video of Kubrick saying that it's fake and he filmed it as fake video.
Is it
AI, dude?
See, that's crazy. See, nothing's real. What did I say? Nothing is real.
Well, there's a whole like fake Kubrick documentary about it's a fake documentary.
Really?
Yeah.
There's internet slop, dude. It's a lot of this shit.
I mean, you can put anything on. I know. What happened to the good old internet videos like 2 girls, 1 cup?
Yeah, right. Is that real, Mike?
Oh.
I think it's chocolate ice cream.
Dude, have you guys do you ever see cake?
How'd they get it out of her butt like that?
Same way it went in, brother.
Have you guys ever seen cake farts?
No, but doesn't sound like something I want to watch.
No, it was like at the same time as like, it was like the early 2000s. It was the same time as like 2 girls, 1 cup, and it was the same thing, except a girl just was farting on cake. But like, dude, that's crazy.
That's someone's kink, dude. That's what the internet has gotten us. All the freaks and geeks in the world fucking united online. And now we have Twitch or Discord or whatever. There's 1,000 other
OnlyFans. Now girls are just cake farting on OnlyFans, and guys are throwing money.
Oh my god! I mean, like I said, that single-handedly is balancing the pay gap.
That's crazy.
It's just money right out of men's pockets into women's.
And they just eliminate porn now. It's like, yeah, we gotta subscribe. It's so weird.
The weird part, like I said, the weird part about OnlyFans is that it's like, oh, I want to see my neighbor's wife's pussy, right? Because you can get free hardcore porn from hot chicks on the internet, right? But instead, I want to pay to see my wife's neighbor's pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's creepy. There's like a creep element to it.
No, it's like girls you went to high school with or whatever. Like not like I don't know anybody, but I'm like there's like
parents.
Like subscribe because they're like, oh, I know this person, and it's like when you know them, you're like, oh, that's even better. Ugh, fucking, you get real pervy. Ooh, I know this person. Let me see what they're doing.
There's definitely a level of voyeurism to it.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, this one I learned, and this is actually fucking. Please pass a law like this here. Germany can fine you for running out of gas because of something called, quote, avoidable stupidity. It's literally a crime. In Germany, you can actually be fined for running out of gas on the highway because avoidable stupidity is considered punishable by offense. On Germany's Autobahn, stopping for reasons that could be prevented is illegal, and that includes an empty fuel tank. Logic is simple. Running out of gas isn't an accident. It's something you should have planned for. As a result, drivers can face fines, penalty points on their license, and even have their license suspended.
I agree.
Right?
I agree 100%.
Avoidable stupidity.
I mean, geez, if that was a law, dude, half this nation would be locked up. How you run out of gas.
The for-profit prison industry should be lobbying for this law immediately.
I'm all for that. You running out of gas, dude. It's like it's like
avoidable. Half the country would be in prison.
They would. It's like stupidity. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, you show up to self-checkout and you don't. It's like, oh, it's card only. It's like, I got cash. What are you doing?
Oh my god, yeah. They're like, oh my god.
Well, speaking of, I have things with registers. Like when people get to it's usually women, not to bag on women all the time, but they're like, you'd be like, at a regular checkout because self-checkout's closed for whatever. You're like late night at Ralph's trying to grab something
for you to do.
And and it's, a woman gets to the register. They ring up all their shit and they tell her the price, and then she pulls out her purse, starts looking for her money or for her card. It's like you were in the line to pay. You should have had your cash or your card in your hand.
Apple Pay.
By the time this is fucking this transaction is going to be executed. Like what the fuck?
It's just, dude. It's there's like the stupidity of. I mean, we're just getting so dumb. Yeah. The internet's making us stupid. We're all on our phones. I mean,
avoidable stupidity.
I mean, you know what? Shout out to Germany. They finally did one thing right.
Exactly. But I love that they called it avoidable stupidity. That's
what it is. It is avoidable.
But that's like the law. Like that's the name of the law. There could have been any number of ways, but it literally just calls you stupid in the law.
Yeah, you got to talk stupid. You got to talk stupid too stupid.
In no other part of the law, like, hey, you're an asshole. There's no like asshole law.
Asshole law.
Stupidity laws.
It's like, I mean, it is just one of those things where like, dude, that's also like. I've never ran out of gas on the highway, but I'm like, if you do run out of gas on the
highway, yeah, you really.
I'm like, dude, what? Like, you need gas. Yeah, you know what? We should bring that law in.
I like it. All right, here's the last one. And I don't want to know where you stand on this. It says that science shows voice messages annoy people more than long text. Recent scientific research suggests that voice messages annoy people more than long text. And it's not just impatience. Studies show that voice notes demand exclusive attention. You can't skim them, search them, or read them silently in public. They take over your time instead of fitting into it. Researchers also highlight that the loss of control in this bothers people. With text, the receiver sets the pace and the emphasis. With voice, the sender controls both, turning every message into a mini performance you're obliged to listen to. Even short recordings feel longer than reading a full paragraph in a text message. Now, I'll tell you right now, I don't want fucking either. If you send me the blue brick, like if it doesn't, like if I can't see my last message to you and your message back to me, don't send that message.
Dude,
You know, that's one of the rules. And the other rule is don't ever fucking leave me a voicemail. Call my phone. I see the missed call, right?
No.
I know I'll call you back.
Voicemail, I'm okay with. Voice notes, I don't. That's the thing. I think they're talking about voice notes.
No, they're talking about voicemail.
Oh, voicemail?
I thought they're talking about voice notes.
Yeah, I think
voice
they're talking
notes
about
I hate.
Yeah,
what are voice notes?
Like when you like
text message,
yeah,
it's
text,
audio.
and like instead of sending a text, I'd be like, "Yo, Randy, going to the bar, dude. You gonna come?"
That's just a voicemail in my text message. It's the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the same thing.
I like voicemails. I don't mind whatever. Voice notes. I think I've sent one in my entire life.
Yeah. Well, you know why people do that? Because they disappear. So there's no trail of your. It's what people who are cheating do. What's that?
No, they don't.
Famous people do it too.
Not all.
They
Some
don't
do.
disappear.
No, you can set
a timer.
You can set them to disappear. I know a couple of famous people that they've sent me voice notes like that because they don't want to leave the shit behind.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah.
Well, yeah, also, like, if you're an idiot, number one rule, if you're doing anything shady, never put it in writing.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking call them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't leave a voicemail about it. Hey, call me back about this weird crime we're gonna
That's
commit.
like when you hear about like dudes getting caught cheating, I'm like, you put it in writing. They're like, yeah, dude, I never thought cheating.
That's how you always get caught, dude.
I'm like, you always get caught. You never put anything in. First off, Epstein files, don't put in fucking writing. All the people that are on the list, don't put it in writing. You're going, don't let people know you're going.
Yeah, I won't say his name. I had a buddy who I did some contract work for. He was the CEO of a company, and I was working for him for a bit. He would only call you. He'd call you a lot. He would only call you, and he would never respond to a voicemail and never send an email. And never send. Never respond to an email or send an email. If you send him an email, he'd call you up.
Yeah.
And you never get one from him ever. His sent box was fucking empty. Like really empty. And I was like, "What's that about?" He's like, "Oh, well, I'm a little old school." He was like, "But two, was like, I don't want to be dragged into a deposition over this stuff. Like, I don't want. I just don't respond to any of it. Like,
it's like, dude, has no one ever watched The Sopranos? Never put anything in writing. You talk on the phone.
You ever watch Goodfellas? One of those,
everything's over the phone.
Best movies ever made, right?
Yeah, everything is over the phone. There's a reason.
Not even, fucking Goodfellas. He's not even on the phone. What's his name? Paulie.
Yeah.
Paulie has a runner who uses the phone for him.
Yeah.
He said, call this guy, tell him this. And when he calls, and call him on a payphone, and then come back and tell me what he said.
Yeah. There's a reason the mob has lasted as long as they have.
Yeah.
They don't get fucking caught. You don't fucking put anything in fucking writing.
Yeah, and all the guys that did get caught have fucking tape recorders with their fucking voice on it.
Yeah. You don't fucking get caught. It's like you put everything over the phone. You never put it in writing. You never put anything in writing.
No.
There's anything you don't want known, don't fucking say it.
Yeah, well,
it's hearsay. And when it's mouth to mouth, hearsay.
Do you think about?
Deny.
I mean, I feel like all of us would get prosecuted though if someone like really raked through all of the history of text messages.
Yeah,
all of us would be. Oh my god,
fucking
everyone would be canceled,
dude. Literally, I talk about like I have a group chat with a bunch of comics. I'm like, dude, if anybody ever found our
things you say, I think you said to your buddies, things you said to girls.
God, dude, yeah.
Right? Notes you've just taken to yourself, like you put on your notepad, like if you're thinking about a comedy idea or
a joke. Yeah, I'm looking like, oh, this is hilarious, and it's like the most heinous thing I've ever.
Well, it's just the premise. It's like 4 words.
Yeah, fuck.
But fucking bullfrogs. Like what is that? Like, oh no, it's a joke idea. Yeah,
it was like,
you remember it went somewhere. It went somewhere.
I'm like,
if you look at my set list, it's just fucking fist your sister. Like what? That's
everything in
that's
writing.
One of my jokes, but that's how I read it on my thing.
Because the thing is everything that's in writing can be taken out of context.
Way out of context.
Never put yourself in. That's the one thing, man. Is like watch this. Anybody that has curious about this, watch The Sopranos. Don't put it in writing. Yeah, always over the phone. And they don't have payphones anymore, but God, they should bring them back.
That would be cool.
Oh, dude, did you see a payphone?
Yeah, problem is there'd be junkies living in them now. These fentanyl fucking zombies.
That's true.
Hey,
buddy, do you mind if I just make a call real quick?
They're bringing it all the way back to being these trank zombies in Philly would be living in the fucking phone booth.
The problem with payphones,
so much poop in them.
The problem with payphones is you don't know. I don't know anyone's number.
Yeah,
I know like 3 numbers. I know like my parent.
Well, back in the day, you used to carry around a little thing with
the Rolodex. They had the Rolodex or the call number.
Yeah, I had like a little magnetic thing that had like like an accordion, so you could
you pull it out, and you're like, oh, fucking Brad, yeah. Now I'd be like, I don't know anyone.
I remember that when I was a young man. When I was like fucking high school, dude. You have to carry around a pen in case you got a girl's number. So at all times you have to have a pen.
Damn, you're getting girls' numbers.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Well, I mean, you're too busy in the school play.
I was hanging out with them in person. I was like, I don't need your number. I'll see you Friday at 5.
Yeah, did you ever hook up with any of these dance girls?
No, dude.
girls?
No, dude, I was a fat loser. No way. I was a fat funny kid. That was it. They were like, Tom, you're so cute. I'm like, can't I just be attractive? I don't want to be cute. Is a mean thing to say to somebody.
It really
if a
is.
girl's like,
If
a girl says you're cute, you're like, fuck, dude, I suck.
It's like, well, she's never gonna blow me.
Yeah, you're like, dude, God, friend zone again.
Cute guy doesn't get blown.
No, I'm an asshole like everybody else. Meanwhile, I'm like fucking being sweet, and they're like,
Cute guy carries your books. Cute guy doesn't get blown.
yeah, seriously, you're a good friend. It's like,
Fuck me. All right, but we're gonna leave on that advice. Don't put it in writing.
don't put it in writing, and if a girl calls you cute,
Kill yourself. No, I'm kidding.
congratulations, you're not hooking up with her.
I'm off YouTube now.
Yeah.
Tommy, tell people where they can find you.
Social media, Tommy Mitchell with 2 Y's, TOMMYYMITCHELL across all socials. And then starting my own podcast, The Hopeless Bromantic.
All right.
Bringing friends
Great
on.
name.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It's kind of it's gonna be fun. It's literally just gonna be bringing people on and talking about relationships and like, I'm 33, I'm single, and kind of like,
All right.
people are like on first dates are like, what are your red flags? Like, oh, I know I have some. I have no idea what they are.
I got
though.
a great topic for you to talk about. I'll tell you after the show.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
I
that'll
didn't
be
bring it up
fun.
this week, but I have it on my news. But
that'll be fun.
I bet you've experienced this. A lot of these apps that out men, these T apps.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got some ideas on that.
Oh,
But check him out
Yeah,
at
please.
Tommy Mitchell, 2 Y's. You can follow me at Randy Valero. Follow the podcast at Ready Set Blow. Rate, review, subscribe. All the shit you know you should do. Love you guys. Check you next week.